Good evening and welcome to Gary Bodge Field here at beautiful Kiggins Bowl for tonight's Trico League matchup between the visiting Columbia White Salmon Bruins and your Fort Vancouver Trappers. The Trico League and the Washington Interscholastic Athletic Association are placing major emphasis on sportsmanship. We view good sportsmanship as a conscientious effort by students, parents, staff, and participants to maintain a positive environment during all activities. Our goal is to promote positive school spirit, community involvement, and a sense of pride through mutual respect, encouragement, and intelligent decisions. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by coaches, officials, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers today. We hope that you'll enjoy the game and support the student athletes from both teams in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Thank you. Just a reminder to everyone in attendance here tonight, the use of tobacco products of any kind on any school district properties throughout the state is in violation of Washington state law. For security and supervision reasons, students may not leave and then re-enter the stadium. All leagues in Clark County have a no re-entry policy for all students. If you have any problems, please contact the game supervisors. And now the starting lineups for our two teams, beginning with the visiting Bruins of Columbia High School. Offensive starters for the Bruins tonight: number 55, a junior offensive lineman, Razo Salazar. Number 60, a sophomore offensive lineman, Charlie Vosicki. Number 64, a senior offensive lineman, Zeke Wilson. Number 67, a sophomore offensive lineman, Danny Salazar. Number 76, a junior offensive lineman, Trenton Boydston. Number 10, a senior wide receiver, Juan Santoyo. Number 13, a junior wide receiver, Caleb Reynolds. Number 14, a senior wide receiver, Jordan McCormack. Number 80, a freshman wide receiver, William Polkinghorn. In the backfield at running back, number 5, a senior, Humberto Pulido. And starting at quarterback for the Bruins, a senior, number 4, Hunter Way. The Bruins are coached by Sean Freeze. And now the defensive starters for your Fort Vancouver Trappers. A junior outside linebacker, number 0, Cheyenne Gabriel. A junior quarterback, number 2, Blaine Taveldal. A senior defensive back, number 3, Junior Herkes. A senior cornerback, number 5, Ricky Bowie. A junior quarterback, number 6, Nathan Tingume. A junior free safety, number 12, Javier Bonnell. A senior defensive end, number 18, Logan DeWest. A senior linebacker, number 44, Matson Asek. A junior defensive lineman, number 64, Alan Diaz. Junior defensive lineman, number 66, Johnny Pinala Grunberg. And rounding out the lineup, a junior defensive lineman, number 78, Nathan Halleck. The Trappers are coached by William Ephraim. All right, at this time, captains for both teams and tonight's officials are headed out to midfield for the coin toss. Your officials for tonight's game Our referee, Brett Young. Umpire, Dave Williams. Head linesman, Mark Hagee. Line judge, Tyler Owens. And back judge, Ryan Loss. These officials are registered and certified by the WIAA-WOA. And like the coaches, are here to help the athletes learn on the playing field. These individuals have worked hard to learn. All right, once again, that was the Fort Vancouver High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Steve.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a rainy evening of high school football here at Kiggins Bowl in Vancouver, Washington. I'm Noah Roper. Alongside me is William Guevara, and it's wet, it's gray, and it's Pacific Northwest football weather as the Fort Vancouver Trappers get set to host the Columbia White Salmon Bruins.
Noah, it's classic fall football weather here in the Pacific Northwest. Cool, damp, and a little muddy, and while it may not be perfect for the fans, these are the kind of conditions that set a team's toughness and discipline. For both of these programs, it's about who can handle the rain and execute the best.
Fort Vancouver comes into this one so searching for their first win of the year at 0-7, and it's been a tough season offensively for the Trappers. Just 3 touchdowns in their first 7 games, but the Trappers continue to show up, keep working hard, and try to find something to build up on as the season winds down.
And across the way, the Columbia White Salmon Bruins enter a 1-5 league. They found the end zone 10 times in 6 games, and while they don't score in bunches, they play a physical brand of football, running the ball, controlling the clock, and leading on their defense to keep them in the games.
As Fort gets ready to kick off, as the kick is up, and it is recovered, and White Salmon will fall out. Looks like number 11 for the Bruins, Leland Byer, recovers that kick, a squib kick from Fort.
About I believe an 11 or 15 or 16-yard return. I was right.
So 1st and 10 for the Bruins offense. Let's see if their offense can get moving early or if their defense, or if Trappers' defense can hold up. They've been struggling defensively and both offensively. So it looks like under center for the Bruins is going to be Hunter Wang. As Wang's going to hand it off to the left side. He's going to make a man miss, cut back inside to the 40. It's going to be number 5, Humberto Pulido.
The rain is really kicking in the turf of Kiggins Bowl right here tonight. It is going to be, like I said, a big challenge for these players and for the team overall. And as we saw, the Bruins did push back a little bit more forward, just past the center.
Wang going to keep it himself to the right side. Gain of 5 so far, still going, and will get tackled down about a yard short of the first down marker. So it'll be 2nd and 1, gain of 9 for Wang. It's going to be a run-heavy day for both these offenses. Trappers already run a run-heavy offense. They don't find much success during the passing game. So let's see if this benefits them. Wang going to hand it off to Pulido, and Pulido stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be number 8, Javion Warren with the stop. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 32-yard line. Wang going to be joined by Pulido in the backfield. He's going to snap the ball. Wang going to keep it himself to the right side. Going to make a man miss. He's going to get the first down and more to the 20. And they're going to finally get brought down by about 4 Trappers at the 15-yard line. So a gain of about 17 yards on that play.
They ran over to the right side, found an opening, and managed to slip through to get into the 15-yard line, getting that first down. And Noah, this is going to be a game that decides both of these teams. They have been on a rough start this season.
Yeah, both teams really struggling offensively as Wang. It's going to be a miscommunication. Going to keep to the left side. Going to make a man miss. He's going to get to the 10, the 5, and he's going to take it in for a Bruin touchdown. Hunter Wang, a 15-yard carry. And with 9:11 left in the first quarter, not even 3 minutes into this game, it's a 6-0 Bruins lead pending the extra point. So it looks like the Bruins' run game is already going strong. See if they can keep it up, as it looks like Humberto Pulido is going to be the kicker.
Going to check and see if it's and it's good.
Correct.
Oh, no, it's not.
It was wide left. So Bruins are going to keep a 6-0 lead as the Trappers offense will come out onto the field for the first time tonight in just a little bit. As the rain is really coming down. We have not seen much of that here in the Pacific Northwest.
I mean, it's a change of weather conditions. Everything is going to end up having a big weather change, climate change, and everything else. Rain is also pretty common here in the Pacific Northwest, so I don't think you would expect too much for fall weather. White Salmons are going to be going off with the kickoff.
As the kick is up, it's a squib kick. It's going to be fell on by number 3, Anderson Mazzaro. So
That was a big kick from Jordan McCormack.
yeah, definitely. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. As we can see what this Trappers run game can do, I don't expect many passes from this team, as here we go.
They will need to coordinate everything, make sure the communication is great.
As the snap is high and it's handed off, it's going to cut to the left side, and he's going to gain about 7 on that play. Cheyenne is going to gain about 8 on the play. He's going to be a junior, so looks like that's going to be the Trappers running back. As Trappers quarterback Logan Dewis looks to the sideline, gets a new play call. High snap, but he's going to hand it off to Cheyenne. Cheyenne's going to get the first down in about 5 more. And that'll be a Trapper first down. Trappers coming off of a hard lost 59-0 to Castle Rock. And it's kind of hard to compare these two teams as they don't have a mutual opponent. Even though Columbia is a 1A Trico school, they don't play many league games due to their lack of success in the football, as Logan Dewis is going to keep the ball himself, and he's going to gain about 6. To bring up 2nd and 4 as they're approaching Bruin territory. As Dewis going to hand it off to Cheyenne, and Cheyenne's going to gain about 2 on the play.
They were using that double wing formation, and that got them a little bit closer, and they're right at the edge, kind of close to the edge of making their way to a first down for the Trappers. They got to really be keeping it up.
A big 3rd down conversion here. Dewis and the entirety of the Trapper offense looks to the sideline as they get the new play call. Dewis going to snap it, hand it off to Cheyenne. He's going to hand it off. Cheyenne is going to dive forward. He's going to be right on that line of scrimmage, and they're going to give him the first down. As Trapper is going to stay on this field right at the 50-yard line as they're looking to get on the board early.
Noah, do you think that the Trappers could have a big change in history for their technically last game of the season?
I mean, it's not their last game. They have one more game against Kingsway, but Kingsway is a powerhouse school. Oh, it's going to be a throw, quick throw, and he's going to get the first down, and a flag going to come flying in as the pass was complete to Javier Bunnell, as it's going to be a hold on the Trappers, so it's going to
be knocking them out further, isn't it?
As we see the run, the first down, a late lunge by Cheyenne on the play before.
Holding on the Trappers.
So the penalty negates the big play, but it will bring up 1st and 11.
So not that much of a difference other than just a 1 yard distance.
Yes, because in high school football, it is 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and it was right on that border of the first down. So to bring up 1st and 11, it's a handoff to Cheyenne. Cheyenne going to go down the middle, finds that A gap, and he's going to gain 8. So to bring up 2nd and 3.
Offensively, they're doing great overall as of right now. They found a gap, and they're making it close. Just I believe, a 3 or 4 yard distance, and they're all good.
We see that run from Cheyenne once more. As
False start on the Trappers.
False start on the Trappers. So they go back 5, so to bring them 2nd and 9. So far, their offensive drive started out great, got a couple first downs, and in the last 3 plays, they've gotten 2 flags, a holding and a false start. So to bring up 2nd and 8 here. Dewis, joined by Cheyenne in the backfield, is going to hand it off to Cheyenne. And he's going to get tackled after a gain of 2 by number 5, Humberto Pulido. He is everywhere for this Bruin offense and defense. So to bring up 3rd and about 6. So a big 3rd down. Let's see if they keep their offense on the field if they don't convert this 3rd down. And then do you continue with the run game or do you pass this?
They're going for a spread formation.
And as Cheyenne going to gain about 4. So it'll bring up 4th and 2. As
they got to be making a decision whether to go for a punt or they're going to be going for it. It looks like they're going for it.
There's a big decision from head coach William Ephraim. 2nd year running this Trapper football program as Dewis. He's going to go a quick throw, and it's tipped by number 44, Josiah Ikapo, as it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Bruins offense is going to take over.
That was a really big risk from the Trappers. They need to pull out their defensive plays now and combat the Columbia White Salmon Bruins to regain possession of the ball.
As Wang and Polito is going to be in the backfield. They got a touchdown on their first possession of the game. Let's see if they can go 2 for 2 and put this Bruins team up with a fairly decent lead to start off this game. Wang going to do a quick handoff to Polito. Polito is going to get wrapped up immediately as the ball falls out. And they whistled it dead as soon as he fumbled. So to bring up 2nd and 11, so a loss of 1, and the tackle by number 18, Logan Dewis. So Dewis, definitely a flex player for this Trapper offense. He's both on offense and defense. As 2nd and 11 here for the Bruins. Wang, going to keep it himself. He's going to cut inside and then cut back out. Juke makes a man miss as he's going to fumble the ball as Wang's going to fall back on it. So a gain of 15 on the play, and back-to-back plays, Bruins lost the football. And I guess this rain is taking a toll on this game.
Bruins will still keep the ball, but you are right. The rain is definitely is really kicking in a toll for these players. They're sitting in a cold weather environment. Rain dropping down. Their uniform's going to be wet. The turf is going to be damp, and they're going to be a lot of trips and slippery.
Wow, he's going to get tackled down for a loss. My gosh. A loss of 7.
That is a big gap.
Javier Bunnell wraps up Leland Byer for a loss of 7. So to bring up 2nd and 17, 2nd and 18 as we see the incompletion that made the turnover, and then just now.
And just tackles him right there.
Oh, he really threw him down to the ground.
Really showing the aggressiveness of the Trapper defense.
As it'll just be Wang in the backfield, so we'll see a pass here, or Wang's going to do a QB keeper, but he's going to look to throw. Wang, quick throw, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted by number 2, Blaine Tevidal, but it'll bring up 3rd and really long, 3rd and 17. So we have to think if the Trappers do get a stop here, they'll get the ball back with a little left here in this first, as Trappers still trying to get their first win of the season. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they went 0-9 last year as well, so their first win in 2 years. I think their last win came to Stevenson 2 years ago, so it's been a little bit for this program, as this program has had trouble finding success. But Wang gonna do a quick throw, and it's incomplete, right through the hands of Juan Santoyo. As you can see easily how slippery that ball is and how the pass game is going to be dangerous to do because of the lack of success, as it looks like they're going to bring out.
They're going to have to punt it because it's going to be that far. I mean, if you're talking a
fourth and forever.
Fourth and I'd say.
Looks like 18.
Yeah, 4th and 18 it looks like.
So
it's going to be a big gap. So Trappers are definitely going to have to collect it and make a return for a good return.
A decent punt right here, as he's going to let it fall, and it's going to roll to about the 11-yard line before it's picked up. A decent punt will force the Trappers to start their offensive drive deep in their own territory with 1:33 left to go here in this first quarter. It's wet, it's rainy, the rain is continuing to come down. You can see it on the screen, it won't stop. And you just gotta think, this is a doubleheader night, so that Skyview Battleground game, which will be at 8 o'clock, is gonna be hard. And we're going to see a lot of runs in that game as well.
It's going to be difficult for not just these two teams, but the other two teams as well. Like you said, it is going to be a massive change, or yet a worse outcome for these two games. A doubleheader is something that you need to be careful of.
As Cheyenne going to gain about 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. As I'm pulling up the weather, I'm curious to see if it continues to rain or not.
It may continue to rain later on, probably for the next few hours.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be continuing until 7 o'clock. So right about the time for Skyview.
But you
flag will be called on the play for false start.
As you have to, even though it'll stop raining, the field will still be wet. And there will be that cold moisture. So no matter what, I feel like Skyview is at the disadvantage of playing later on. But it'll bring up, so the flag was on Columbia White Salmon.
That is correct.
The neutral zone infraction. So it'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Neutral infraction. That is something you need to be careful of.
Receiver in motion, he's going to hand it off to Cheyenne, as Cheyenne's going to power forward. He's still going to go, and he's going to gain 5 on that play. So a draw play will bring up a first down for the Trappers as we are ticking down the final minute in this one. We are approaching 30 seconds left to go in this first. We'll see if they get one more play in.
At least before the second quarter begins.
You really have to think. If the Trappers somehow manage to score in this possession and they hold Bruins and they go into halftime with a touchdown on the board and potentially a once-possession game, you have to think how much that will affect their locker room, because they have not been in this situation all season. As it looks like Cheyenne is going to gain 8, and that was the horn for the end of the first. The end of the first quarter, Columbia White Salmon 6, Trappers 0, but Trappers trying to make something happen out of this offensive possession.
The rain is starting to really pour down.
As it has just, you have to think, hopefully no puddles form on this field. As I feel bad for these players. We're in a nice cozy booth, so we don't got to worry about the wetness. It's a little cold in here, but
you got to really be thinking about the players right here, Noah, because they have to be playing in this weather, and it's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, and you have to stay warm. They're all in short sleeves, so I can't do that. That's why I'm up here in the director's booth and not down there.
Fair enough.
Not down there. But a lot of credit to these guys. It's not letting them...
They're willing to be playing out here in the rain, and that is a big, big responsibility, or just a big part for yourself, because you're kind of risking your body temperature in general, and it's amazing. Got to give credit to these two teams.
Yeah, so, I mean...
It'll be raining for a few hours.
We're going to be in for a long game here. So 2nd and 2, we flip sides. Dewis going to hand it off to Cheyenne, as Cheyenne is going to gain 4. I mean, you just got to think, if you just do draw after draw after draw play, you'll get these short gains, and it seems like it's working for the Trappers offensively. As, I mean, it's going to be a low-scoring affair no matter what. You're going to have to run the ball. You can't really throw in this weather. The ball is going to be too wet. It's going to go straight through your hands. And, I mean, you're at risk of an interception, a fumble. So, not many turnovers so far, which, a high snap as Dewis is going to fall straight on it as...
And that's what happens, too, when rain starts to really pour in. There's a really high chance for players slipping on top of you.
Has a loss of 11, but good hustle by Dewis to get on top of that ball. So to bring up 2nd and 21.
A big risk, but also you are keeping the ball, and in weather like this, you need to keep the ball. Oh, and that'll be false start on the White Salmons. Or Bruins. Excuse me.
I don't understand why they're called the Columbia White Salmon Bruins. Because every time, like when I'm in school and I was like, we're playing Columbia, they all thought Columbia River. But they're two different schools.
They are completely two different schools. Indeed.
Dewis going to hand it up to Cheyenne. Cheyenne going to go up the middle, and Cheyenne's going to gain about 6. So it'll bring up 3rd and 9. So it's a little more manageable. Do you go for a run here, or do you pass the ball?
You gotta, if they find a gap, if they find a really suitable gap in the defense, I'd say you'd have to really make a bold choice and pass it.
Is this going to be a keeper from Dewis? Dewis going to cut inside as Dewis, he's going to fall 2 yards short of the line of the first down marker, so a gain of 5. So it'll bring up 4th and 2, as this is going to be a big decision for this Trappers offense. But I think they want the win, and in my opinion, this is 4-down territory. You're in the middle of the field. You're not too much at risk of giving up a touchdown, as it looks like they're gonna.
You also gotta mention that you have had a great push forward within these games, within these rounds, these plays. You may as well just go for it.
As it looks like they are. It's going to be a handoff to Cheyenne. Cheyenne's going to get the first down.
And I called it!
As a gain of 9.
It'll be right close to the 46 or 45 yard line. It'll be on the 46 yard line. So that is a great comeback for the Trappers. Noah, these players for the Trappers are making great improvements. They're pushing in, and they're making great communication.
Cheyenne going to gain 4, bring up 2nd and 6. So we are 8.5 minutes away from halftime. If Trappers, can, milk this clock down, they score the touchdown, and they hold the Bruins to nothing. They go into halftime either tied 6-6, or they're up 7-6 or 8-6. I think they go for 2-point conversions. They don't really have a kicker. They go into halftime with the lead. This Trappers, they're hungry for a win.
They are definitely.
Dewis is going to fumble it, and he's going to fall on it. Another high snap. So to bring up 3rd and 13.
It looked like that he was trying to pass it, but as you saw, it slipped out of his hands. You really can't do that in a game like this. So you really just need to be careful.
Yeah, but good hustle from Dewis to get on it. So,
yeah, you just saw he slipped, he fell, and he tumbled down onto the ball trying to protect it from being in a fumble. Going for a throw.
Pass, as it's too high for number 2, Blaine Tevidal. Blaine Tevidal. So it'll bring up 4th and long, and now you have to punt.
You really need to, because you are at a really far position. If you're right at the 49-yard line and a 4th and 3rd, you need to punt it. You need to punt it, and unfortunately, that's a sacrifice you're going to need to make.
So 4th and long. As looks like to return this is going to be Hunter Wang, the quarterback / everything in my opinion. Wang, this White Salmon team relies a lot on number 4 and number 5, Hunter Wang and Humberto Pulido. As
it's a timeout for the Trappers.
Trappers going to call a timeout and talk things over. So 7:23 left. In an ideal world for the Trappers, because they have to be thinking in the long-term longevity of the game, Bruins started with the ball, correct?
Correct.
So Trappers get the ball coming out of half. If they can hold them, only being down 6 at half isn't the worst. They've been in worse situations.
They have been in worse situations.
They've been down 40 at halftime before. But the mindset these Trappers have to have is that this game isn't over until the clock hits 0. They have a chance if their run game continues to thrive like it has been these first 2 possessions. As looks like the punter is going to be number 12, Javier Bunnell, the junior. Trappers, a small team. I think they have 17 people here today. He's going to do a keeper. Bunnell, he's not going to get the first. He's going to gain about 10, but it'll bring a first down for the Bruins, and it'll be a turnover and downs.
Doing that fake is a very, really, really, really risky move, especially from a 4th and 3rd. 4th and long one. That 4th and 13. It is a long ways to go. But I appreciate the attempt. I like the potential. But you just gotta be careful. White Salmons are off. They'll be making a 4-yard distance. Looks like the on and off rain. We're just right in the middle. We're just right on the side of it.
Yeah, it looks like right at near the end of this one, or at the very end of this one, the rain should be gone. Looking at the weather radar, as that's something to keep in mind.
But then again, it is just a prediction, so you can't always keep everything.
A little fumble as he's met immediately as number
that is
2.
Down 2 yards.
Blaine Tevidal gonna force the loss.
So that'll be 12 and 3rd.
So to bring up,
excuse me,
11.
3rd and 11.
So to bring a loss of 6 on the play, as Blaine Tevidal trying to get this Trappers one last offensive possession before the half. If they get a stop here, they get a nice punt return. They do have a chance. They have 2 timeouts left. So here we go. as 3rd and long. They're going to pass it here. Oh, no, Wang's going to keep it himself to the left side. As Wang going to spin and get the first down.
That is a good 12-yard a 12-yard push. That'll make it for a Columbia White Salmon's first down.
As it'll be 1st and 10 from the Trapper 49. So Bruins trying to get one more touchdown on the board before halftime to go up 2 possessions. But Trappers trying to keep this game in reach. If they can keep it in reach, we'll see their first close game of the season. As Wang going to step back to pass, and then Wang's going to keep it himself to the left side as he's going to run out of bounds for a gain of about 6. Gain of 5.
Gain of 5, yep.
Yeah, it'll bring up 2nd and 5 from the 44-yard line. So both these teams, field goals are not going to be in the realm of possibilities because both teams do lack in the kicking field. So it's going to be a lot of touchdowns, not many field goals. As Wang's going to be alone in the backfield once more. As the rain has settled down, it's still raining a little bit, but Wang's going to try the passing game, it looks like, or he's going to keep it himself as Wang's going to get a 4-yard gain. He's going to be about a yard short of that first down. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. As you see, as you're seeing a lot, as soon as a play ends, another person comes and hands them the new ball. They're trying to keep the balls dry, because if you keep the same ball on that field the entire game, it's going to get wet, and you're going to drop it.
It's going to slip, and you do not want a wet ball to be coming out of your hands.
As Wang is going to hand it off for a first down. It's going to be a fullback dive as he's still going. As a
flag is pulled.
It's going to be a trap. It's going to be on the Bruins.
It is going to be on the Bruins.
As I don't know what the flag was, but it was against the Bruins. So
I'm not.
But it'll be 3rd and 3.
They're going to be playing up just 2 yards behind.
As Wang going to look to throw deep as it's incomplete.
Incomplete. That it will be a 4th and 4. What do you gotta? What if you are the Columbia Bruins captain or no coach? Excuse me. What do you have to do in this play right here?
As it looks like they're going to punt, which a punt is a good play call. You have a decent punter in Hunter Wang. He can kick it down deep. Oh, Wang's there.
They're going for a fake.
Oh, they returned the fake, but he goes nowhere. I was going to say they have a good punter, and they can get it deep into Trapper's own territory and try and prevent them from getting a score before halftime. But with just under 4 minutes to go here, Trappers are going to get the ball in some decent field position at their own 46, 47-yard line.
That was a big risk, much like the Trappers.
As 2 fakes. I've not seen a fake in a while, as usually they don't work. But Dewis going to hand it off to Cheyenne for a draw, and Cheyenne's going to gain about 3.5.
Right on the 50-yard line.
As
2nd and 7, a 3-yard advantage.
3-yard gain right there.
3-yard gain, sorry.
2nd and 7. Clock is running, 3.5 to go here. You have to think, as the rain has settled down a little bit, that you have to start throwing if you want to get down the field, as it's going to be another handoff to Cheyenne. Cheyenne's going to gain about 1.
Yeah, I'd say 1 yard.
So
Or 2, because it's right in between.
To bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the correct play call is here. I would like to see a run, and you do back-to-back runs. I don't think this Trappers offense has any means to get off this field. And, yeah, we'll see. Dewis going to keep it. Dewis going to throw. Dewis, as it is.
It is
incomplete.
almost. That was almost intercepted for Columbia.
It was almost intercepted. It was almost received, as it was in between Blaine Tevedal and Javier Bunnell, as it looks like Bunnell is moving slowly.
Bunnell does look a little hurt.
As it'll bring up 4th and 6. I mean, I'm not going to be. Oh, there is a flag.
There is a flag.
And
Holding on the Trappers. Penalty declined.
Penalty was declined. So to bring up 4th and 6. Knowing this Trapper offense, knowing this coaching staff, I would not be surprised the slightest if they go for it. And it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Indeed.
As
it almost looks like the sun is starting to come out.
As we're getting a little bit of sun, which, I mean, it's still raining.
It's still raining. You'll get to see a rainbow, but it'll be something.
Dewis is going to be alone in the backfield.
Oh, I see.
It'll bring up 4th and 6. Oh, it's going to be a surprise punt. As Dewis.
All right, so Logan Dewes' punt.
Logan Dewes.
Touchdown at the 17-yard line.
As it'll be 1st and 10 for the White Salmon at their own 17-yard line, as we might go into this halftime 6-0.
Both these teams have been making so much. They've been trying to make good comebacks, go in forward, pushing forward more, and they haven't really been doing so well. Their formations, they need to make good communications and really put in an effort.
As Wang going to be alone in the backfield. 2:28 left to go here. Wang going to throw. Wang under pressure. Wang going to direct traffic, as it's going to be completed.
That'll be 1st down for the Bruins.
As it was a completion to Humberto Pulido, as it looks like they're going to try and get one more play in before this. As we are under 2 minutes now. So I think that's the first completion of the day. As Wang going to look to throw again. He's going to roll to his right. Wang going to throw, and it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. Just tapping it right on the fingertips. Didn't make it.
As Jordan McCormick, first time his name's been called, is incomplete.
The Trappers have been going for a 46 bear formation for defense. Any kind of defensive formations, they've been trying really hard and really making it count.
2nd and 10, as we
you can
see a shot of the rainbow.
You can really see that rainbow. The sun is shining and the rain's still going. That's what makes the rainbows around here. We see them often in the fall or winter times, or even spring.
As Wang going to do a quick pass to Pulido. Pulido to the right side, as you can see a lot of water as they're running.
That's how you know that the turf has definitely been damp for so long. But back onto it, they made it out of bounds, and they'll be and Bruins will be going for a first down on the 40-yard line.
First and 10 for this Trapper. Trapper defense trying to hold Columbia to a 6-0 lead going into half, as Wang going to get sacked for a loss of 3.
All right, Hunter Wayne going to be sacked.
Johnny Panula Grunberg with the sack.
That'll be behind 3 yards. Back 3 yards, that's gotta hurt. They've been going backwards, not forwards. They went forwards once before. They went forwards from this.
As we are now under a minute to play here. Wang gonna keep it himself to the right side. Wang gonna get out of bounds.
I'd say
Pushed
that's
out by Logan Dewis. Gain of about 8.
8 yards.
So to bring up 3rd and 4. That's 53.9 to go here.
46-yard line where it'll be 3rd down. 4 yards to go now for Columbia.
As the rain has stopped here at Kiggins Bowl, which is showing because Columbia having success with the pass game right now. As Wang gonna keep to the left side himself. Wang as makes a man miss. There is a flag in the backfield from where this play initiated.
They played the double wing formation, and they were going more to the left. However, we do see that there is a flag on the play.
As we'll see if this negates it.
It looks like the Bruins are definitely going backwards. It looks like it'll be going. I mean, it's my prediction. Holding on the, I was right. It was definitely on the Bruins. Holding on White Bruins, or no, excuse me, on Columbia Bruins.
As it pushes them back all the way to their own 36. As it'll bring up, I don't know if it's 4th or 3rd. It is 3rd.
It is 3rd and 4. No, 14.
Yeah.
3rd and 14.
3rd and 14 here. With the clock running, it looks like the Bruins have given up and they will most likely just kneel. Maybe? No, they're going to.
No, they're going for it. They're going to be burning the clock. And they're
he-
going way back.
As wow. As a sack for this Trapper defense, the 2nd sack of the day.
That is so far.
As it'll set up 4th, and that'll be 30.
I can't even tell how far that is. That is so far.
It'll bring up 4th and 32.
And it looks like that will be timeout, I think, for the Bruins or the Trappers. I can't tell.
I mean, I don't see what a timeout does here. I mean, they might be trying to settle their team down so they don't fumble the snap and put the Trappers right on their own goal line. But obviously I don't see a fake happening here unless they can convert a miracle. As
Columbia White Salmons need to make a punt over here. There is possibly a way to make it over there. I mean, granted that it is a 23-yard distance from the start.
oh yeah, it's 23, not 33. I'm alrighty.
Or no, excuse me, 33. Yeah, I have a feeling.
I don't know how to count. This is long.
It is
It's
a long
it's 4th and
distance.
forever. That's all I know.
Yeah.
As as he's going to let it bounce as
the clock ticks down, and that'll be the first half.
That'll be the end of the first half. And at the end of it, Bruins 6, Trappers 0, as both teams struggling offensively. Not much action. Let's hope for a better second half as we have a 15-minute break. I'm Noah Roper.
And I'm William Guevara.
And we will see you all shortly.
For the concession stands there at the back of the north end zone, get yourself something to eat or drink during halftime. We'll be back to action here in about 15 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we have a little halftime entertainment for you. This is the Trapper Dance Team. All right, let's have a big hand for our Trapper Dance Team. gentlemen, we're ready to get the second half underway here at Kiggins Bowl. Columbia White Salmon will be kicking off to start the second half, leading by 6 with Fort Vancouver looking to put some points on the board here and draw it even if not take the lead.
As we are back here at Kiggins Bowl, the rain has stopped, but the game must continue as Trappers looking to find their first win of the season, but they are down 6-0. So not that bad of a hole to climb, but they are trying to climb that mini hole, or that mini hill, as we should say, and try and get their first win of the season. And for the Bruins, they're trying to get their second win of the season, as it is a low-scoring contest, 6-0, as the kick is on the ground, and it is returned, and it is fell on by number 3, Anderson Mazzaro.
A 27 or 28-yard line pickup. It is going to be kind of, I would say, a long journey for the Trappers, unless in that locker room they have gotten that pep talk, they have been getting that encouragement. Maybe the tides can turn. The Trappers could get a touchdown in.
As Logan Dewis hands it to Gabriel Cheyenne. Cheyenne finds a hole. Cheyenne still going. Cheyenne gain of 7. So to bring up 2nd and 3. So the rain has stopped, but that ground will still be slippery. It is cold, so the players are still going to be cold. So the run game is definitely the more dominant of the offensive strategy that you should go to. Is you should definitely run the ball, but we might see a couple more pass attempts here as Dewis loses it and Cheyenne falls on it as a miscommunication. So to bring up 3rd and 6, so a loss of 3 on the play.
They did that T-wing formation and or wing T formation, and just went from there. The ball was a little slippery from the ground. They managed to pick it up before the Bruins managed to pick it up after them.
As Dewis going to throw. It's high and it's dropped. Javier Bunnell had the ball right on his letters, but he dropped it, and it'll bring up 4th and 6 as the punt team will come out. As it was a good throw, but Bunnell could not bring it in. So it'll be a quick 3 and out for this Trappers offense, as let's see if their defense can continue being strong here in the second half. As a low snap, as he will fall on it, but that will give the Bruins excellent field position. As the snap was botched, Javier Bunnell fell on it, but once you touch the ground in high school football, the ball is dead. So to bring up 1st and 10 from the Trapper 18 for the Bruins, as they will start their offensive attack in the red zone.
And that is right close. That is so close to Trapper territory. Actually, they're on Trapper territory, and that'll be a flag.
Offsides on the Trappers. So to bring up 1st and 5, so it'll now be on the 13-yard line.
Unfortunate.
As Wang gonna hand it off to Polito. Polito gonna break a man miss. Polito breaks free and it'll be a touchdown.
Columbia.
As a 13-yard rush from Humberto Polito, as the Bruins take a 12-0 lead over the Trappers early on in this second half. as a good run by this Trappers. A good run by this Bruins offense, as it looks like they're going to be going for 2 here. Try and go up 14-0 as Wang going to throw it. He's going to be rushed by Bunnell, as Bunnell's going to swarm him, tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. 2-point conversion, no good, as the Bruins will keep the 12-0 lead. But now instead of a 1-possession game, it's a 2-possession game, as Trappers looking for their first win. But as this game moves on, it is getting more and more out of reach. So a touchdown from the Trappers on this possession will keep them nicely in this game, as the first game of this doubleheader has been an interesting one. A lot of runs, not many passes.
Those passes are going to be avoided due to the rain, because now they have a chance at using those said passes since the rain has stopped. So I have a feeling we're going to be seeing those more often.
It's going to be on the ground, and it's going to be picked up at around the 20, as he's going to gain about 14 on the return. As a decent return will put him in a decent field position. This is Ricky Bowie with the good return. So the offense was just out on this field, but they're back out there once more for their second possession here in the second half. They went 3 and out on the first one. Let's see if they can make something happen here on this possession. Dewis. And up to Cheyenne. Cheyenne going to run into a wall as he's still pushing forward, as he will gain about 1. So to bring up 2nd and 9 here.
Picks up a yard to the 35. They'll set up 2nd and 9 now for the Trappers.
Only just 1 yard. That is just something that you need to be careful of. You got to be finding those gaps.
As Dewis directing traffic. Bowie in motion. Bowie going to drop the ball, and Bruins are going to fall on him. As
Fumble on the exchange.
Fort Vancouver got back on that. I swear I saw a Bruin player get on it, but I was mistaken. Bowie tried the jet sweep. It did not work out. Fumble on the exchange, as a loss of 4 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 12. Dewis relaying the play to his line. Bowie in motion once again. Dewis gonna pass. Bunnell incomplete.
Both number 12 and 11 and 13 were all huddled together, and they were going for that for the catch of the ball, yet it was difficult for both of them to catch it at the same time when both of them are just all hurdled together. It's going to be quite difficult.
As 4th and long here. It looks like they're going to punt, but we have seen a fake before, so we might see it again. But I think the Bruins are going to be on top of the fake, as Bunnell going to drop the snap again.
They keep on catching, yet also dropping it at the same time. I think that's just a slip in general.
As we do have an injury on the field, so we will take a quick break, as I cannot quite see the number, but so 2 3 and outs for this Trapper offense, as he is still down.
Let's have a moment of silence for him. Looks like he's okay. Sitting up. Noah, what do you got to say about this?
I hope he's okay. So, Trappers on offense here in the second half have got nothing going for them. As we can see them all huddled right there, taking a knee. So this Trapper offense, they had a good first half. They succeeded with the run game.
You can see one of our cameramen.
As you can see Micah, as he is going to be running one of our two cameras here today. As here
and
is
there's
Dom,
Dominator.
Our good friend Dom, and then that is going to be Conrad, our director. We're running a 3-man crew today, plus us two here in the booth. So we are spread thin, but
we hope to produce quality content for you guys.
As Wang going to be alone in the backfield. As Wang, a quick throw, it's going to be completed. As he's going to be tackled after a gain of about 9. Caleb Reynolds going to get the completion to him. And Josiah Ikapo with the tackle. So to bring up 2nd and 1 here.
They are right at the edge.
Yeah, officially in the red zone now for this Bruins offense, trying to make this game a 3-possession game, as definitely a possibility with them closing in.
Bruins have definitely had a better performance.
Wang back to pass, rolls out to his left. Wang stiff arms a man. Wang still going to about the 7, as Wang going to end up stiff arming Ricky Bowie. As a good run from him will set up 1st and goal. First and goal from the 7. Wang joined by Byer in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Byer. Byer loses a football. Football still on the floor.
Looks like it's a fumble.
It looks like Trappers got on it, and it will be, as we are waiting for the official signal, Trapper ball.
Trapper ball.
As Trappers force the turnover, first turnover of the game, as number 44, Josiah Ikapo, got on that. As the Trappers, as we can see it here, he drops it, and Ikapo gets on it. Good hustle from him.
Yeah, it's good.
As a miscommunication, but the Trappers looking to make something happen off this turnover. Back-to-back 3 and outs. See if they can make something happen. Dewis.
They got that stick formation.
Handoff to Bunnell. Bunnell going to gain about 5, 4.5 on that play. So to bring up 2nd and 5 here, as Trappers looking to start something.
They're making great progress right here, Noah. They've made that 5-yard progression. They went forward, and they're now playing great offense plays against the Bruins.
As we are now under 7 to go here in this 3rd quarter. 5 minutes through this 3rd quarter, and we've already seen more action combined in this quarter than the 2 quarters prior, as Cheyenne will get a 6-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 1st down for the Trappers.
We might have an injury on the play. It looks like a leg injury.
Yeah, we do have another injury, so we will take a step away. We will be right back after this injury gets sorted out.
and we are happy to report that he is okay.
He is up and moving with the assistant from one of the coaches, Jaquan Kelly Thomas, as we are glad that he is okay, and hopefully it's nothing serious, as he is a major part of this Trappers offense and defense, as it'll bring up first and 10, as Trappers looking to get something going, as first and 10 from the 20-yard line. As Dewis gonna hand it off to Cheyenne. Cheyenne gonna storm forward for about 5.
Cheyenne
So bring
Gabriel
up
on the carry,
second and
picks up
5.
5.
As
There's a
There's a
flag
flag
on the
play.
Just thrown out.
As I'm interested to see what this one is.
So am I.
Potentially an unsportsmanlike or a late hit is what I'd have to say. As it is taunting on the offense, so it'll push them back. I think it's 15. So it'll bring up 13-yard line as
That's 17 yards.
so Cheyenne now on the sideline as a bad pass from Dewis.
We can see the coach just not having a great time.
He is not happy with that choice, as 3rd and 17, Cheyenne back into the game for Ikapo. I wonder if something happened with Cheyenne. He got a little frustrated and they pulled him off to try and cool him down, as 3rd and 17. So this was just 2nd and 5, and it's now pushed back all the way from 3rd and 17 as, yeah. As a fumble now, as Trappers are going to fall on it. So it'll now be 4th and 19.
That is not going to be that's not going to be a nice play right here.
As it most likely is going to result in a punt, as the last 2 times they've attempted the punt, they fumbled the snap, and the Bruins have a turnover on downs. Let's hope that does not happen here, as one more comes running in. As you can see, number 3, Anderson Mazzaro now in, as they do not fumble the snap. The punt is up. It'll take a bounce around the 35. It'll roll to the 45, as they have fumbled it, and it'll be taken in. Number 14, Jordan McCormick, going to fall on it. So the Bruins are going to start on the Trapper 45-yard line with a 12-0 lead with 5:28 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Trappers really haven't been doing great on their offense right now. Let's hope that they will start off good for where it's at right now, because it's not necessarily looking good for them at this point right here. They're at the 45-yard line.
As Wang's going to keep it himself, going to take it to the left. He's going to gain about 13 on that one. As Wang has found success running it. So to bring up 1st and 10.
Bruins have found a good opportunity to attack in on the Trappers. They found a gap. They found a coordination They found pretty much every single strategic idea that they have and just went for it. They're making a big push against the Trappers. Not necessarily looking good for them.
Wang, quick throw. It's going to be caught as he's going to get smoked. Number 44, Isaiah Iacopo, as number 14, Jordan McCormick with the catch. As gain of 3, so to bring up 2nd and 7 from the 29.
Bruins.
Wang going to be hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. So to bring up 3rd and 7, good pressure by Logan Dewis to force that to be incomplete. As Wang has nowhere to go, he escapes to his right, throws, and it
looks complete.
It is complete for a gain of about 4. As
Caleb Reynolds on the catch. That's great for the Bruins. Wang went to the sidelines and threw the ball, throwing it to Reynolds. They played a nice trick right there.
As it'll bring up 4th and 4. This is a crucial 4th down as the offense looks to stay on the field.
It's 4th down. It's a timeout called by the Bruins.
Timeout Bruins. It'll be a 30-second timeout. As
now, because it is a 4th down and you're Bruins, what are you thinking of wanting to go from there? Because it's a very let's see, because it is a 4-yard distance. They have to push forward. So if they're at a 4-yard push distance or 4-yard distance from making a 1st down, how are you going to do it? Are you gonna punt it, or are you just gonna go for it? You have to decide, because that is on the Bruins coach. But what kind of strategies would you want to do? Are you gonna punt it or go for it?
As it looks like they're going for it, as Wang back to pass. Wang throws. That is intercepted. He might take it all the way.
It's intercepted.
Javier Bunnell to the 30, Bunnell 20, 10, as he's pushed out at about the 2. My God. Fort Vancouver. What a play.
What an interception by Fort Vancouver. A big, long interception. That was great. Bummel with the long interception. That was just insane. I can't even explain it.
What a read from Bunnell, as we have a replay on it. My gosh, Bunnell put on the Jets as he was 5 yards away from about a 90-yard pick 6, and that would have went on the high right wheel.
Pushed him down.
And it still is, as he fumbles. Oh. Catastrophe, as Fort Vancouver got back on it.
They are safe.
But, man, Bunnell.
Bunnell was
I'm flabbergasted.
I
was not expecting that.
The coach has got to be so proud because Bunnell went from way back at the 20 to 10-yard line and made it all the way across
to their 5.
Yeah, exactly. And that is amazing. You gotta give props to Bunnell.
An 85-yard interception, tackled 5 yards away from a touchdown. Man, as Dewis going to hand it off to Cheyenne. Cheyenne's going to go nowhere. He's going to go backwards as he's going to lose about 2 on the play. So it'll bring up 3rd and goal from about the 10 as it went from the 5 back to the 10. As, man, if the Trappers do not convert here, I do not know how this Trappers offense
they got to be really careful with this one.
Yeah. I think you have to go for a pass. This is 4-down territory. You're not going to kick a field goal. It's something that's not in your playbook. You don't have a kicker, so you will have to go for 4th down because there's no point in punting at their own 10 as it's incomplete. Logan Dewis.
They were going for Cheyenne. Cheyenne was not close to it, and it just went out. Now we're in 4th down territory, and the odds are you can make it or you can go for a field goal. But I have a feeling, knowing the Trappers right now, they're probably going for a field goal. You have more knowledge than me, Noah.
Fort, I do not think, has a kicker, and they always go for 2-pointers. So if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a 4th down conversion here, and it will. So, I mean, Trappers trying to find some motivation as a flag on the play. So it'll be a false start on the Trappers, so it'll push them even farther back. So, I mean, now you have to think that this is going to be really hard to convert. You need this. And I think the coaches on the Trappers sideline, they're all looking upset at their players as you took a great opportunity. You got put on the 5, and you've got nowhere. You've got to nowhere. You went back 5 yards as Trappers trying to figure out a play call here.
The coach is trying to encourage a field goal. Or another false start? Oh, wait, no.
Delay of game. As soon as they snapped it, they blew it. So to bring them back 5 more, to put it at the 20. So now you started at the 5, and now you're all the way back at the 20. This is going to be very hard to convert. You have to just, I'd say, put up a prayer, especially with this offense. So
Trappers are going behind. They're crawling back, then crawling up.
As Dewis, as he's gonna keep it, he's gonna launch up a prayer, and it's gone!
And it's touchdown to Trappers.
Javier Bunnell, he got the pick, he got the touchdown as the Trappers get their 4th touchdown of the season. As the Trappers cut the deficit in half, it's 12-6. As what a throw, Logan Dewis.
And they're going for a
PAT. I mean, that has to give the Trappers some motivation. We can see the replay here. As he pump fakes, he throws a completion.
And Bunnell with that catch, going for the touchdown, their 4th touchdown.
The PAT is up, and it is good. As it is now a 5-point game. Columbia 12, Trappers 7. Fort is hyped. They need a stop here. They have 13 minutes and 21 seconds of game time to get a stop and to get a touchdown as they are hunting for their first win of the season and their first win in the last 2 years. My gosh, we are in for a treat for this game, as I was expecting this game to go a lot differently, and I have been proven wrong. As, man,
Sometimes commentators will get their expectations a little lowered, and stuff are going to be unexpected. So now with the Trappers with their 4th touchdown, that is incredible. You got to be really proud of your players, because now that is their 4th touchdown of the season.
so to put into perspective, the Trappers on average give up, if it will load, I had the stat earlier, and I've lost the stat as 85. It's going to go to the bottom of the roster. Hiram Carl going to dive on that ball. As Fort Vancouver is averaging 2.7 points a game, which, I mean, is unrealistic. You can't do that in football unless you get safety after safety. They've scored 4 touchdowns this entire season. They have allowed an average of 57 points a game, and they have only given up 12 this game. Bruins don't have a strong offense, so it's not as a surprise. But the Trappers are in their first competitive game of the season, as they're looking for their first win, as they are home next week against Kingsway, and Kingsway is a powerhouse. They're right now currently ranked 5th. As the Trappers are the only winless team. As the ball's out! As the Trappers dive on it!
They got it! Trappers are going in for a big lead.
As number 65, Jonathan Ortiz. As I'm over here trying to talk about stats, and that happens as back-to-back-to-back turnovers for the Bruins. As the Trappers are looking for their first lead of the season. They have not led a single second all season, and they're looking to change that today. As, my gosh, they have also not scored 2 touchdowns in an entire game, and that could potentially change today, and I hope it does for these players, as Cheyenne going to gain about 3 on that one, as it'll be 2nd and 7. But, I mean, what a game.
What a game it is, indeed.
First half was not full of action. It was rainy. It was wet. The rain has stopped, and now we have seen teams actually show what they can do with the opportunity. And the Trappers are taking advantage of all these opportunities. They're down 5 as we're under a minute to play here in the 3rd. As I can only hope the Trappers can storm down the field and score a touchdown.
That would be nice.
I would love it for this program, as he is brought down after a gain of 1. Number 44, Josiah Iacopo, as it'll bring up 3rd and 6. But I mean, what a game.
What a game it is.
Third and 6, so this is crucial. I mean, they converted a 4th and 20 earlier, and that is the end of the 3rd. And at the end of the 3rd, Columbia White Salmon 12, Fort Vancouver 7, as we are in for a treat for the 4th quarter. As, what do you think is going to happen, Will?
I personally believe, since Fort Vancouver has gotten a big turn of events, I believe they will try and they will really go in for the attack offensively and pretty much just wipe it out. They're going to do whatever they can and just play it out, go for the touchdown, make a few passes, find some gaps on the left or right, and who knows, really. They got to be really playing that. They got to make good formations. They got to make good communication and play against the Bruins.
So to put into perspective, the last time the Trappers scored 2 touchdowns in a game was on September 20th, 2024. That is 399 days ago, and they're looking to end that streak now. As Cheyenne going to get to the outside, as he's going to gain about 5. He'll be a yard short of the first down marker, so to bring up 4th and 1. And this is where teams like to do what they call a tush push, as it has become famous in the NFL and all of football, where you just rush for a first down. As, I mean, they're not going to do what they call a tush push, but I expect a run here. I don't expect them to pass, as White Salmon's line jumped, but they didn't jump quite off sides, as they got to watch the Cheyenne. Going to get the first down.
Cheyenne's going for a first down.
For about the 26. As a first down for the Trappers.
This will be a great turn of events for the Trappers. This is great. This will be a momentous moment. This is going to be a momentous time right here for the Trappers. And I don't know what to say. As someone who doesn't go to Fort Vancouver High School, this, and not having a history with them, this is a big moment. And I'm really happy for these players. And they're going out. Cheyenne is really making it out.
Cheyenne, gain of about 10. He might be a little short.
Maybe 9? No, it's first down. It'll be first down and 10.
That's going to be good for another Trapper first down.
Alrighty, now here's another stat for you. The last time Fort Vancouver won a football game was September 2nd, 2023. 783 days ago, and they're looking to break that streak today. It's handed off to Cheyenne. Cheyenne to the left side. Cheyenne to the 5 as he is brought down as the ball comes out, but he was already down when the ball came out, so they're now on the 5-yard line. A touchdown no matter what puts them up 1, as they are looking with 9:50 to play here to break the streak of 783 days without a win. Their last win was the season opener against Vashon Island in the 23 season. As Cheyenne!
That's a Trapper touchdown right there! 2 touchdowns in the last 2 years. Finally made history after 2 years.
As for the first time this season, and for the first time since the 2nd of September, the Trappers are holding a lead, as it is 13-12. As, my goodness, Fort Vancouver is 9 minutes and 38 seconds away from getting their first win of the season, as back-to-back touchdowns on back-to-back drives, as it is 13-12 pending the extra point.
This will be the first win in 2 years.
Is up and good.
It is good.
Trappers now have a lead to hold.
They are in a 2-point lead. Trappers are in the lead 2 points. And if they win this will be the first time in 2 years for the Trappers to win.
783 days.
That is a big time gap. I'm really proud of these players right here. The coaches have to be super happy with these players.
As this is where coaching comes in. You have to talk to your defense. You have to tell your defense. You have to control a run. Columbia White Salmon has found success on the run. You have to contain number 5, Humberto Pulido, and you have to contain the quarterback and Hunter Wang. No matter what, they can't get the ground. They can't let the ground game succeed. If they can keep it in the air, that's their best chance at holding this Bruins team and getting their first win in 2 years. 783 days. That's the number right now. As it is a script kick, it is returned. McCormick cuts inside. McCormick Oh my, McCormick breaks free, 30-20 as he is finally brought down. Oh my, almost disaster.
Disaster almost struck for the Trappers, but that is a long return. What was it, Noah, like at the 20-yard line?
It's about I'd say a 60-yard return right there.
That is a big return.
It puts them in the red zone. As a timeout has been called on
the White Salmon.
White Salmon's going to call a timeout. So in this timeout, the Trapper coach, William Ephraim, has to tell his team. They have not been in this situation all year. They have to hold them. If they want their win, their best chance is to hold them here and force a turnover. They forced the turnover 3 straight possessions. You had a fumble, you had the interception, and you had another fumble. After that fumble, you went down the field, you went 40 yards, you scored a touchdown to put you up. You have to continue this defensive momentum. The 2 fumbles haven't been off of the Trappers' defense. They've been misfortunate because of the wet surface that they're playing on. Trappers have to hold them.
Trappers have got to keep the momentum going. Their spark is starting to light up, Noah. This is a good game overall. I wasn't expecting it to be this good.
This might beat the Skyview Battleground game. I was going into this one excited for this one, but this one has all my hopes up. This has my energy being electric. This is a great game as it's handed off as a gain of about 6 on that play. Number 11, Leland Byers. So to bring up 2nd and 4. As we are at 9 minutes away. As the Trappers trying to hold on to their first lead all season. Now, I'm not saying if the Bruins score here that it's over. Trappers, they've gone down the field in less time before. Their offense has been electric. Their defense has been electric. If they score, they can't lose hope. You can't get yourself down if the Bruins score. And they have to have a good mindset. As Leland Byer going to get stopped at the line, so to bring up 3rd and 5. Here's a question. I don't know Columbia White Salmon too well. If they have a kicker who has the distance, who has the leg, they don't go anywhere here. You're looking at it'll be about a 30-yard attempt, which 1A schools typically don't have kickers. So I don't think Columbia has a kicker. So I don't think kicking is in the option, and that is a very big story because in a normal, this would be fine. You'd kick a field goal, you'd be down 3 as it is caught on the goal line.
But it seems to be 1 yard from, that is 1 yard distance.
1 yard short, Jordan McCormick. So with 8:09, 1 yard away as the Trapper defense has not been great this possession. Let's see if they can get a stop here.
They have to make good progression in this. They cannot lose hope.
Wang going to keep it himself as he's going to be stopped and he's going to go nowhere. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. You have to think if Columbia scores, they convert the 2-point conversion. You're looking at a 20-14 game, and it's a 6-point game. Trappers score. They have to convert the PAT, or they have to convert the 2-pointer. So Trappers will have another hill to climb if they score. I'm not saying they will, but we'll see what happens. It's pitched to Byer. Byer to the outside. Byer going to walk in. Touchdown, Columbia.
Leland Byer goes in for the touchdown.
As There is a flag.
Oh, there is. Oh! A
As,
penalty against Columbia.
oh, that's big. It'll eliminate the touchdown as,
So there's
wow.
hope right now for the Trappers.
As they're discussing what's happening. I didn't quite hear what the penalty was.
I couldn't quite hear it as well. That's going to knock them
It
down.
was holding.
Oh, holding against them. So that's going to take them back 5 yards.
It will take them back 10.
Oh, 10 yards, excuse me.
So it'll be put on the 11. As it'll be 2nd and goal from the 11. 6:56 to go here. As Trappers trying to end the losing streak. Wang, it's going to be right through the hands.
They're going to have to go there.
Third down.
Oh, yeah, 3rd down. I thought it was 4th. Never mind.
I mean, no matter what, you have to be looking at the end zone here. You could do a run play knowing you're going to, this is 4-down territory, you're not going to kick a field goal. You could run, get a couple of yards, and make the 4th and goal more manageable. Or you can take 2 shots at the end zone and go up potentially 4 or 6 points. Wang to Byer.
And touchdown.
Touchdown. Columbia will take an 18-14 lead. As now we are pending the 2-point conversion, which they will go for. As Trappers' lead lasted about 3 minutes.
But that doesn't mean it's the end for the Trappers. They could still get a hope for this.
Yeah, the coaches have to tell their players, keep your head held high. Don't let this discourage you. This game is not over until the clock hits 0. We discussed this at the start of the half, that this game won't be over until the very end. As the pass is up and in.
Oh!
Incomplete. So 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. It'll be 18-14, 6:40 to go here. It is a 4-point game. Trappers need a touchdown to move on. As, my gosh, what a game.
What a game it is. Noah, my words, my mind can't even comprehend what is going on. I was expecting the next game to be more energetic than this one. I wasn't expecting this at all.
Yeah, the next game is also very important for playoff implications for the 4A GSHL. It also has title implications, as a Skyview win would put them in the district championship game no matter what. And with the Battleground loss, if Battleground loses, they are out of playoff hopes. So that game's going to be a fun one with 2 games left to play in GSHL League play. As the kick is up. As, oh my, you can't let that happen. As Columbia's going to recover. As Trappers, what are you doing? I don't understand why you would attempt to grab that ball or to field that ball. So now we are looking at a different scenario than we all thought we would be looking at. You need to stop. You have all 3 timeouts. They're going to run the ball. They're going to juice the clock. Don't call your timeouts until under 2 minutes. That's all I'm going to say. Trappers are going to need stops. Their defense is going to have to play like they've been playing all game, and they're going to have to get these stops. The snap, the handoff to Byer. Byer going to cut it inside. He's going to gain 6 or 7. So to bring 2nd and, was a gain of 6. So to bring up 2nd and 4. My gosh. The adrenaline was so high that the Trappers had to touch it there. I would have let it continue rolling no matter what, but As Wang's going to keep it himself. He's going to slide. He's going to get the first down. Going to bring up 1st and 10.
Takes it across the 40, and they'll mark him down at about the 38-yard line. That'll be good for a first down. So 1st and 10 upcoming for Columbia.
We'll bring up 1st and 10 here. As Wang going to be joined by Byer in the backfield. Wang hands it off to Byer. Byer takes the B gap. He's going to be tackled at the line after a gain of about half a yard. Number 44, Isaiah Ikapo. He's been everywhere for this Trappers defense. He's been everywhere for their offense. As Trappers relying on about the same people possession after possession after possession. We've called Isaiah Ikapo's name. We've called Dewis's name. We've called Bunnell's name. We've called a lot of the same names as this Trapper rely on the same people, which isn't a total bad thing. It means they do have athletes on their team as they trust a lot of their players to get what they need to do done. 2nd and 10 from the 38. Wang back to pass. It'll be a throw, and it's complete.
And it's complete.
My goodness, that's not what you have. Oh, Jordan McCormick. You can't let that happen if you're the Trapper defense. As it'll bring up 1st and what, goal?
First and goal.
It'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 11.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have the chance for the stop, but this Trapper team looks discouraged on the sideline.
That when the Bruins got the touchdown, it looked like it settled down hope for the Trappers.
As Byer going to take it to the left side, he's going to gain about 3, a gain of about 2.
But as I was saying, you cannot feel discouraged. You have to keep that spark going. You have to keep that momentum going. You have to keep going regardless.
As we are now 4 minutes away from deciding a winner in this one, as it'll bring 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8, I should say. As Byer going to go to the left side, as Byer going to gain about 2 more, so to bring up 3rd and 6. You're in 4-down territory. 3:33 to go and counting. Man, this game has me on my toes.
It is.
As
Trappers
something to note is number 4, Hunter Wang, quarterback for the Bruins, is limping a little bit, so that's something to keep in mind as we approach the 3-minute mark.
Wang has been a critical part of the Bruins. He's made so many such progression.
Wang back to pass to the right side. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw. It's going to be incomplete. Oh, it was in the hands. Number 10, Juan Santoyo. As it'll bring up 4th down. This is critical.
You have to know what to do. So it looks like that's going for a Bruins timeout.
As if I'm not mistaken, that is the Bruins' final timeout. I might be mistaken. But with that being said, it's gonna be a big conversion if they get it. If they get it, I'm not saying this game is over, but I mean, if you get the first down, you're gonna score a touchdown. The first down marker is at the 1-yard line. A touchdown ends the game. Trappers, in my opinion, doesn't have an offense to go down the field, score a touchdown, get an onside kick, and then score again.
They have a shot, though. It's not.
There's always an opportunity. There's always the sliver of hope that it happens. onside kicks in high school football doesn't really work out that well. So they need a stop here. They get the stop. They're going to be positioned, and they're going to have to storm, 92 yards, 91 yards down the field, score a touchdown. They have all 3 timeouts. There's nothing to worry about. The main worry is the Trappers' passing game is not the greatest. So here we go, 4th and 6. Game on the line. Wang, back to pass, quick throw. It's complete.
It is
touchdown.
Bruins.
As number 10, he just dropped the pass, and now he catches one. Juan Santoyo.
Pass is complete for the touchdown.
As the Bruins
Like number 10 once again,
take a 24-14 lead. This game was just 14-12, back-to-back touchdowns as this game is coming to an end as Trappers were so close to their first win of the season.
I gotta feel so bad for the Trappers. They have gotten that lead, and now they're losing it. It's a 10-point It's a 10-point difference. They're going for
the throw. It's incomplete.
Oh, it's incomplete.
It's intercepted.
But that doesn't work like that. Unfortunately.
It's incomplete. I mean, intercepted, but I said incomplete. Then you said incomplete. It was intercepted. And in high school football, an interception on a 2-point conversion or a turnover ends the game, ends the drive. You don't have a chance to return it. I don't understand that rule because, I mean, he would have taken that the distance. He could have gotten that 2-point conversion. We would have been looking at it because if you return a 2-point conversion, you get the 2 points, so it'll be 24-16. You would have gotten the ball back, and you would have been a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away. It doesn't work like that. In my opinion, that rule needs to be changed. I understand it's for player safety.
Exactly.
As 24-14. I mean, overall, a great game. An action-packed second half. It was 6-0 at halftime. If you were to ask me at halftime that the Trappers would be in control of this game for a little bit, I would not have believed you. But it was 6-0, and now it's 24-14. Trappers, they have something to be proud about. They scored 2 touchdowns, and they were in control, and their defense was playing good football. But in the end, they couldn't hold the lead, and that's what needs to be worked on as that ball is going to roll out of bounds at about the 30. Flag comes flying in. Illegal kick out of bounds. It'll put them on the 40-yard line automatically. So, I mean, you have to go 60 yards. Preferably not use any of your timeouts. Either recover an onside kick or force them to go 3 and out, get the ball back, go down the field and score. It's not over. There's 2:45. A lot of football left to be played. As you got to feel bad for these Trapper players.
Yeah, I already do as well. I feel bad for them. They had that lead at the start of this half. Now they're losing it. They could still have an ability to push back, but given the options of this.
Dewis back to pass throw. It's high, almost intercepted by Zeke Carl, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. I mean, overall, great game. Both offenses were on point today. One was better than the other, and that's expected. You had great plays. You had an 85-yard interception return to the 5. They got backed up, and it was 4th and 20. You got the conversion. You went up. You got a fumble. You went down the field, scored. It was 14-12. And then your offense just stopped. They got too confident. They got discouraged after the first touchdown, and they got discouraged after the second. And, I mean,
it's just sad.
As Trappers are forced to call a timeout, which is not ideal because that means they have one less. And, yeah.
Trappers are on edge, and they need to regain their confidence because right now they're on a rope, and That rope is slipping a bit. But if they're able to push back, then that would be a great opportunity for them. But if the coach can really say something great, right now would be that time. They're starting to get back up.
All right, we get back to play 2nd and 10 for the Trappers.
2nd and 10. He's looking.
Lewis. And it's going to be
It's
caught.
going to be caught! Number 3.
Anderson Mazzaro.
That's a great.
They're ruling it incomplete.
What?
As a replay of that would be lovely. As let's see. As remember, in high school, it is 1
And we're
foot
going for the replay.
as the ball was put up. Ooh, I think that was in.
It was in.
As
That was just right on the edge.
we are not here to judge the official's call. It is hard to judge in the moment. We have to respect the call.
Yeah.
But now the Trappers, they know they have an arm. They just got to redo it and get the first down again.
Yep.
Trappers. Going to do a quick throw, and it's going to be incomplete to Bunnell as it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass intended for number 12, Javier Bunnell, falls incomplete. That'll set up 4th down now for the Trappers.
But, man, you got to think if they did convert on, they did get that first down, they would have been placed at the 40. And a couple more of those passes, you would have gotten into the end zone potentially before the 2-minute mark. And then you have 2 timeouts, and then you let the clock, and you get the ball back with a miracle with like 40 seconds left, maybe 30, which, I mean, isn't ideal, but it's better than nothing. Dewis, and it's going to be incomplete. He had Anderson Mazzaro, and it's going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs as it looks like Fort Vancouver will fall. Columbia White Salmon will get their 2nd victory of the year. As, I mean, there's not much more you can do.
Unfortunately.
And you got to feel for these players. They were so close to their first win of the season.
But you could also point out that they also did get 2 touchdowns in a game. So that's something that you should be proud of as well.
Yes, definitely. They had their eyes on the win. They couldn't get it done as Bayer is going to gain about
there's a flag on the ground.
There is a flag. Came in after the tackle.
Holding on the White Salmons.
Holding on Bruins.
On the Bruins, yep. So Columbia will be going back, what, 5 yards or 10 yards? 10 yard. Is it 10 yards or 5 yards?
It'll be a 10-yard loss.
10 yard, yeah.
Holding going to be the signal against the Bruins. So that'll back them up.
I was not expecting this to go like this. A turn of events. It's been a roller coaster. It's been going up and it's been going down and up and then back down.
As Bayer going to keep it. Bayer going to leap over someone and fall after a gain of about 6. And we are now under 2 minutes to go here. As Trappers so close to their first win. They couldn't hold on. Their defense crumbled in the final quarter. And the Bruins going to get their 2nd victory of the year, and props to them. A hard-fought win. This
2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. Overall, this game was great. It was action-packed here in the second half. As Trappers are going to call a timeout. So, I mean, there's a chance.
There is.
I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely that this team can get something done.
It's going to be hard for the Trappers. They worked so hard. They worked so hard for that. I don't know what to say, really.
I mean, overall, it was a great game. Trappers' offense looked poised. They looked good. Bruins' defense held them to 2 touchdowns. And, I mean, a lot of turnovers from the Bruins. I think the Bruins had a total of about 4 turnovers. I think they had 3 fumbles and an interception. Trappers didn't turn the ball over a lot. They had a couple, I think they had 1 turnover, if I'm recalling correctly. So, I mean, and the long pass, it's going to be caught.
It's caught.
And it's going to be in for a touchdown, Jordan McCormick.
And Jordan McCormick will go in for the touchdown on the throw.
As a 39-yard touchdown, as now it is 30-14. As just 8 minutes ago, this game was 14-12. And now it is 30-14. So you got to feel for this team.
They put in all the hard work efforts. But like I said, you got to give props for the 2 touchdowns in so long. Giving it their 5th touchdown, their 5 touchdowns this season. I mean, it's got to be big.
I mean, yeah. As they're going to go for a PAT, which we haven't seen yet from Columbia. So we'll see how they do. As they're trying to go up 31-14. The kick is up, and it's blocked. As with 1:16 to go here, this game is out of reach as the Bruins will get their 2nd win on the season.
You never know what could happen in a minute, in about a minute, though. Tides could turn. They could go for a great return and make a majority through past center field. And who knows? Maybe they'll get that momentum back, but it won't be enough. It's going to be heavy on the Trappers now.
Yeah, this game is over. It was a great game overall. I mean, 2 touchdown Trappers. Bruins had 6. No, they had 5. They had 5 touchdowns. I mean, overall, good game.
Absolutely.
You have to be proud of yourself, no matter what team you're on. If you're the Bruins, you get your 2nd win of the year. If you're the Trapper, oh, wow, to the left side.
To the left
He's
side.
going to go.
Whoa.
As he's going to get tackled at the 43. It's going to be number 5, Ricky Bowie. So a good return right there. Too late for that, though, with 1:06 to go. It doesn't really change much in this one. You're down 3 possessions. It's impossible to get 3 possessions in the span of a minute and 6. So, I mean, as I was saying, overall, you have to be proud of yourself. Trappers have to give themselves a pat on the back. You score 2 touchdowns. You got the ball moving a lot. And if you're the coaches of the Trappers, yes, it's heartbreaking. You didn't get the win. But I mean, now you just have to think next year. I mean, the Trappers don't have many.
They did make a 1st down on that one, right on the 30-yard line.
Gain of 14. I mean, Trappers have, I'd say, I think 6 seniors, so not that senior heavy. They're an underclass team. They have a bunch of juniors, a bunch of sophomores. They have a handful, and they have 1 freshman on this team. So you have a lot of potential. You have to think next year, our year.
They're going in.
Just out of reach.
Like 2 yards distance between the ball and the player.
2nd and 10 with 39.6 to go here. as it's going to be handed off to Cheyenne. Cheyenne going to gain about 2. And the Trappers will call their final timeout of the half.
And of the game.
And for Vancouver,
it's going to be 31-6. What do you have left to say at the end of at this final 30 seconds of the game? Like, you put so much hard work into this game. You've gotten 2 touchdowns, maybe add in a third, if you possibly can. But the coaches have to be at least somewhat happy for these players. They got this far with 14 points. So give themselves a pat on the back for the effort.
As we are 31 seconds away from Columbia White Salmon taking the victory. I mean, Columbia White Salmon's like an hour-and-a-half drive. So they have a long bus ride home, but luckily they can celebrate on that bus ride home. They have another fairly winnable game next week as they face Stevenson. So, I mean, Columbia has a chance to go on a 2-game win streak to end the season. As Columbia, here we go. This most likely is the final play of the game.
It all comes down to this.
Dewis is going to keep it as he gets out of bounds at the 18. So the clock stops, and it's not the last play of the game. There's 30 seconds left. So as you were saying, there is a chance for a third. And, if I dig deep into my stats, I could probably find the last time they scored 3 touchdowns. As the last time they scored 3 touchdowns was, I almost got it, would be 777 days ago.
So still 2 years ago.
As I completely missed what happened there, but all I know is they're now on the 40-yard line. They're going to go quick. It's 2nd and 30.
Yep.
Dewis.
They're going for the throw.
A throw, incomplete.
Incomplete.
2 seconds to go here. So one final play to end the game. And next week, Trappers, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, they take on Kingsway, which, is a tall task in itself. Kingsway have been good at football. They've had a little bit of a down year. They lost 2 straight, if I'm not mistaken. They lost to Klamath earlier in the year. They had a lot of people quit. And so, obviously I don't expect much to happen as that's incomplete. And that is the end of the game as Columbia takes a 30-14 victory over the Fort Vancouver Trappers. As overall a great game. You have to be proud of yourself, and have any final words or remarks, William?
I would say a good effort to the Trappers. They played a good performance, 14 points, the 2 touchdowns. That was incredible, really. And Noah, I think it's about time to conclude this part of the doubleheader.
Yes, part 1 over. Next up, Skyview Battleground going to kick off in about 41 minutes. We will see you all then. I'm Noah Roper.
And I'm William Guevara.
We are signing off here from Kiggins Bowl. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your night.